Hello. Today we're going to be making a baking classic, chocolate chip cookies. They're actually quite easy to make, besides the first step. To start, add 150 grams of butter, 150 grams of caster sugar, and 150 grams of soft light brown sugar to a bowl, as well as a few drops of vanilla flavouring or vanilla extract. Beat this mixture together well until it's fluffy and pale. Usually I don't use a stand mixer, but if you have one, use it. This step takes forever with a heavy hand mixer. Make sure to scrape the sides down with the rubber spatula to make sure that every bit gets beaten. Once the mixture is fluffy and has a lighter colour, beat in 2 eggs. Thankfully, this takes a lot less time than the first step. Add a few pinches of salt to 350 grams of self-raising flour, and then sift this mixture into your batter. I recommend pre-weighing the flour like I have, as it's a bit of a pain to weigh flour as you sift it. Using your spatula, gently fold the mixture together until most of the flour is incorporated. You don't have to be aggressive here, just be gentle. When most of the flour is incorporated, start to fold in your chocolate chips. The recipe calls for about 200 grams, but you can use as much as you like. Continue folding this until you have one consistent batch of cookie dough. Technically you shouldn't eat it raw because of the raw eggs, but a life lived in fear isn't worth living. Feel free to lick the spatula when you're finished with it. Now, onto a well-greased baking sheet, place golf ball sized lumps of dough, using a tablespoon or just using your hands like I have. Make sure they're well spaced apart as they will expand in the oven. I usually add extra chocolate chips to the top, mainly for aesthetic purposes. If you don't do this and just add them directly to the dough, the chips can get lost in the cookie and not look quite as good. In an oven preheated to 180 degrees fan, place the cookies in for 12 to 16 minutes, depending on whether you like your cookies soft or crunchy. I like mine crunchy, so I cook them until they're fully golden brown all over the top. Using a spatula, remove the cookies from the tray and place them onto a cooling rack. Don't do what I've done here and stack them, just get a third cooling rack, which is what I did after the camera stopped rolling. But this just looks better for aesthetic purposes. And with that, you're done. A stack of delicious chocolate chip cookies. Feel free to shake them up with other types of chocolate chips like white chocolate or dark chocolate, or by adding in chopped walnuts. That's a classic. The sky's the limit. And with that, we're done. Thanks for watching. Bye.